Good morning to you. This is Dr. John Catanzaro. Just going to take a little bit of time here just to explain on a blog that I just wrote concerning can my genes actually improve my overall health, and knowing about these genes. Is it valuable for me to take the um, genetic information that some of these genetic companies are offering, for instance, the 23andMe, Ancestry.com, and some of the other genetic companies. And if I have that raw data, would that raw data help me in actually designing a plan to address some of the concerns that there may be with some of the patterns that are seen? And I actually wrote this blog to kind of bring some clarity that way. Just to let you know, I've been working with people, numerous people in the United States and pretty much across the globe in relation to functional genetics. And I would say that it's very amazing in how you can see these different patterns that people are having in their health picture that have been maybe experienced for who knows how long, countless number of years. Chronically ill people, people with autoimmunity, people that have chronic inflammatory cycles, and things like that. And the thing about it is that there are significant improvements that are usually made by knowing the basic blueprint, or like I would say, the architectural plan of your genes. Now, where the confusion actually lies is when you have many practitioners that are focusing on single gene, SNPs, and a lot of the time there's not the movement in understanding how genes communicate with each other, and that it's not just a single gene and SNPs associated with single genes as being the focus, because the genes across the board have what they call a network communication, and the signals and epigenetics that move in response to susceptibilities are usually happening with cross-talk networking ability in the genetics. And so the thing is that single SNP focuses, single genes and SNP focuses are not really a great way to design a plan. The genes need to be known as a whole, because there could be many genes that control single functions in a cell. For instance, mitochondrial function, which is the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell pretty much. But you can actually have many genes, not just mitochondrial genes, but you can actually have nuclear genes that are influencing genetic function. To give you an example, there's CO65A and CO66E and the NFSs that are all involved in regulation besides the mitochondrial genes. So the thing here is to remember is that it's about network communication of these genes. You can't have a single gene and SNP focus, where a lot of the times these people that are trying these approaches usually have aggravations. They'll have what they call Herxheimer reactions and things like that. So I would say that there has to be a whole gene focus. You have to know how the genes are relating to each other and what indications there may be clinically, and that there should not be jumping to conclusions of, I have the MTHFR gene, so therefore if I treat my methylation cycle, I will get better. No, I don't think that's going to be the cure-all for what we're seeing. So you want to use your genes as a pattern, as the plan, as the blueprint, and that would allow you to be able to intelligently address the susceptibilities that are seen on the data. And yes, it's very important that you have that done, because it will profoundly influence how you approach your next step in designing your plan in your health. So I hope this clarifies it a little bit. I work, as I mentioned, with many people in the U.S., around the globe, and I've done numerous consults, and I can see comparisons and people improving because they've been more strategic in looking at their genetic blueprint. So I hope that helps, and have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday. Bye.